Hello students, I wanted to show you how to do projects on SimNet. This is the screen that you see when you first log into SimNet through Moodle. You can choose to click on the assignment screen and then see a list of the assignments, and you can always see what days they're due. So I want to do my project that's due tomorrow. So let me just go ahead and click on my project. Projects are different than lessons and exams in that you would actually have to download a file to your local computer and you have to have Office 2019 installed on your computer. If you don't have it installed and if you don't know how to do it, please call ULM Help Desk and they will be able to assist you. So let me go ahead and begin by downloading the start file. When I click on it, it's going to start to download the file. And most of us have a default setting that when you try to download a file from the Chrome browser, it's going to download it to your downloads folder. What if I don't want to do that and I want to choose where I want to download? So first, let me go ahead and change my Chrome settings by going to settings, scroll down and go to advanced, and then choose an option for downloads and check this box. Make sure this is blue, so it'll ask you every time you try to download a file, it's going to ask you where you would like to save. So I have it set for me. So when I try to download it, it's going to ask me where. So I'm going to choose desktop, and I've created a new folder already called CSCI 1070 projects, and then I've already downloaded the file. So I'm not going to download it again. So let me just go ahead and cancel out of it. Now, once I have the file and I know where it is, I'm going to browse to that file. So I'll go to desktop, CSCI projects, and then there's my file. Let me go ahead and open my file. This is called a start file. And there are instructions here on this screen that will tell you step by step what you're supposed to do to that file and what the end file is supposed to look like. The end file is supposed to look something like this. Once you're done with everything, that's your solution file. So you open that, and that's how, when you upload your file, when you're all done, this is how it needs to look like. So let's go ahead and see what steps I need to perform to be able to get there. It is kind of hard to navigate between the browser screen and the Word file. So my personal favorite is actually dragging it out of the tab, minimizing it, and then making it as small as possible. That's as narrow as I can make it. So I'm going to stick with that, and then drag it all the way to the top and then lock it in place. Move it, and then I'll open my Word file, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll try to minimize it a little bit and then see if they can lay side by side and bring it all the way to the top and lock it. That's how I like to do it. You don't have to do it that way. The only downside of doing it this way is you will lose a lot of options. You won't be able to see them in the screen the way you're used to in your SimNet lessons. For example, the paragraph minimized look like this. And when you maximize, you can actually see the expanded, but all the options are still there, you just won't see them. So it's a personal choice. I choose not to navigate between one window and another. If you have two monitors, that is great. If you have a wide monitor, that is great. But if you don't, be prepared for it to look like this. So without further ado, I'm gonna just go ahead and get started and see, okay, what is the first instruction? It says open the file, which I did. So I'm put a check mark, and it says the file will be renamed automatically. Yes, please do not rename your file, keep the name. Done. Third option, change the font size to Cambria 10 point, and it says select the entire document. Select the entire document by pressing Control A or by just dragging and dropping everything. Two options, Control A, and I'm going to change it to Cambria place a check mark. Change the after paragraph spacing to 6 points. Like I said, the paragraph is at this point compressed, so I'm just going to click on it and launch it. And now I can see all the options. After is 6, and change the line spacing to single. Okay, so I have to follow all these instructions step by step, and then when I'm done, I can submit the project for grading. Let's hypothetically say I don't have time to finish my project at this moment, and I won't have access to this computer anymore. So I can either email my file to myself to my email address so I can download it later, or I can go ahead and upload it to the cloud. Simnet gives you the option to upload your file while you're still working on it. So you can do an upload my file and choose your file and hit open. And it will ask you, do you want it to submit it for grading? But because I did not finish it and I'm not ready for it, I'm just gonna say, no, I'm not ready. And you should be able to see your file. So if I go back to my assignments, that's what it does. Independent project. That's the file. You can always download it back into a new computer and start working on it from there. But let's just say I want to grade my file, even though I'm not ready, or I think I'm ready, I finished all my steps, and then I uploaded it, and I want it to get graded. So I say grade my file. Obviously, I'm not going to make a good score because all I did was one step. And it will show me everything that I got wrong. At this point, I would like to maximize the screen because that's the only way I can see the full report. So let me go ahead and maximize it. Boom. That's where you will see each step, and then you can click on it to see the sub steps, and it will tell you what it was expecting and what it found. You can look at all these review options and go back and fix the file one at a time. And because I know that I haven't done all the steps, I'm not going to follow through here, but I think you all get the idea. If you want to go back to assignments, independent project, and then you can always look under previous attempts, and then you can look at attempt number 1. Because I'm an instructor, I can see the option to delete it, and because you're a student, you won't be able to see it. And I only got 3.5 out of 22 instructions done. That's my score. So you can see the report again, and once you know what you want to fix, go back to assignments and go to instructions, and then follow along all the steps that you need to fix your file. You can do this and re-upload the file whenever you're ready, and then grade your file. You can do this up to a total of 3 attempts. This is attempt 1 of 3. The last attempt is going to be your final score. So take advantage of this opportunity to fix your mistakes in your project. And I intend to see 100% in projects from everyone. Here's a word of caution. If you're working on a Mac and you download the start file in a Mac and start working on a Mac, make sure you finish your project on a Mac. If you start off in a Windows environment, then finish off in the Windows environment. Don't skip back and forth between environments. You could lose your score. Another word of caution, don't accidentally insert an enter or a space. The software will grade everything from that point onwards as wrong because it's expecting something else to be there and it doesn't find it. So be very careful. Don't make any additional changes than absolutely necessary. Thank you so much, and I hope this video helps you all.